Shalom, welcome to the Jewish Task Force, JTF. My name is Chaim Ben Pesach. This program is dedicated to elevating the soul of Nicholas Donovan. All of the hysterical attacks on Rush Limbaugh by Barack Hussein Obama, the Democrat Party, and the left-wing news media really demonstrate the unbelievable hypocrisy of all of these groups. These same people, Obama, the Democrats, the left-wing news media, who are demanding boycotts against Rush Limbaugh, who are trying to silence Rush Limbaugh because of something that he said, all these same people support Al Sharpton. And we're going to tell you in a moment some of what Al Sharpton has said and done in his so-called career. And Al Sharpton, by the way, is one of the people leading the calls to boycott Rush Limbaugh. I mean, the incredible goal, the chutzpah. He is talking about the need to boycott somebody, and he runs around boycotting people after all the horrendous things that he has done in his evil life. But first, let's talk about what Rush Limbaugh has been involved in. Rush Limbaugh was upset because there was a woman who was going to law school, a big, major Ivy League law school, to earn huge amounts of money as a lawyer. And she was demanding that contraception and birth control be covered by the taxpayers, that the taxpayers should have to pay for her contraception and her birth control. She insisted that she and other women have a right to go around and lead a promiscuous lifestyle, and that I, as a taxpayer, and you as a taxpayer, we have to pay for her sexual activities and for her promiscuous lifestyle. She wants to be able to sleep around, and she wants us, the taxpayers, to have to pay for her personal sexual activities. So Rush Limbaugh, he got angry and he called her a slut. That's what he said. He called her a slut. And by the way, most of his listeners who heard that, I think from what I heard from the program, most of the people who listened to his program agreed with his characterization, and many people on the right happened to agree with him when he said that. But in any event, being a gentleman and bending over backwards, he apologized. Dozens of his sponsors have already, under intimidation, now said that they're no longer going to advertise on his show, and there's a big campaign on to boycott Rush Limbaugh. It won't work because tens of millions of Americans want to listen to him, and so it's not going to work because there's a market for what he has to say, and radio stations know that they're going to make a lot of money by putting him on, and so it's not going to work. But they're still going to try to shut him up and silence him. They're trying to silence him. But look at the hypocrisy. Barack Hussein Obama got involved with this campaign. He called up the woman involved, and he's gotten involved in this, and the Democrat Party, of course, has gotten involved in this, and the left-wing news media is going on a witch hunt against Rush Limbaugh. And by the way, I'm not a big fan of Rush Limbaugh because I don't think he's conservative enough. By my standards, he's barely a conservative. But according to the media and according to Barack Hussein Obama, he's some sort of super right-winger, which is absurd. In any event, Barack Hussein Obama has the nerve to condemn Rush Limbaugh? Barack Hussein Obama, who goes to Al Sharpton's headquarters in Harlem, raises money for Al Sharpton, supports and speaks on behalf of Al Sharpton, defends Al Sharpton, publicly appears with Al Sharpton, proudly accepts the support of Al Sharpton when he runs for president? Barack Hussein Obama, who supports so enthusiastically and helps so enthusiastically someone like Al Sharpton, has the nerve to criticize Rush Limbaugh? Barack Hussein Obama's friend Al Sharpton has referred to whites as interlopers and has said that white interlopers have no right to do business in Harlem. And he held demonstrations against a Jewish store owner. Freddy's was the name of the store in Harlem. Demanding a boycott of the store because he's, quote-unquote, a white interloper. That's not outright racism. That's not Klan Nazi-style racism. One of Al Sharpton's demonstrators was so hyped up and so incited by Sharpton's racist and anti-Semitic demagoguery that one of his demonstrators went into that store, Freddy's, and murdered 6 employees in the store before burning the store down. That is Al Sharpton. That is the history of Al Sharpton, who Barack Hussein Obama and the media supports. MSNBC has given Al Sharpton a 1-hour television program. A 1-hour television program on nationwide cable TV. On MSNBC every evening. On prime time. Prime time! 1-hour show for Al Sharpton every day. Daily prime time show every day. And that same MSNBC demands boycotts against Rush Limbaugh. But they give Al Sharpton, the racist, anti-Semitic inciter of murder, they give him time on their station. Every night, prime time show. They hired him to do their prime time slot. And Barack Hussein Obama's friend, Al Sharpton, also incited the Crown Heights pogrom in which Yankel Rosenberg, an innocent Jewish rabbinical student, was stabbed to death by a gang of black Jew haters screaming, "Get the Jew, kill the Jew." He was stabbed to death in cold blood for no reason. Al Sharpton had been making speeches about Jewish diamond dealers and other vicious anti-Semitic speeches, inciting violence in Crown Heights. And Yankel Rosenbaum was murdered in cold blood as a result of that. Al Sharpton, who has the nerve to talk about racism all the time and anti-Semitism, racism, he's the biggest racist and anti-Semite in the United States. He is the black David Duke. He supports Louis Farrakhan, insists that Farrakhan is not a racist. Farrakhan is a civil rights leader. He's not a racist, even though Farrakhan has praised Adolf Hitler and has called for a Holocaust against the Jews and has said that all whites are devils and that the white race is destined to be exterminated by Allah. Sharpton speaks at Louis Farrakhan's rallies and defends Louis Farrakhan. Barack Hussein Obama attended Louis Farrakhan's rally, his Million Man March. Barack Hussein Obama attended that rally of Louis Farrakhan, who praises Hitler. Barack Hussein Obama also went to a church for 20 years of Jeremiah Wright, where vicious, Nazi-like hatred against whites in general and Jews in particular was preached on a daily basis. The most vicious hatred was preached by Jeremiah Wright, whom Barack Hussein Obama himself described as his pastor who inspired him. He named books after Jeremiah Wright. For 20 years, he gave money out of his own pocket. Almost all of his charitable contributions every year were to that church, were for that church of Jeremiah Wright, that Nazi, racist, anti-Semitic church of Jeremiah Wright. Imagine if there was a white candidate running for president who had been a member of a Klan or Nazi church or a white supremacist church. Would he be able to run for president and get elected the way Obama was able to be a member of an anti-white and anti-Semitic church and still got elected president, and the media still defends him and sucks up to him at every opportunity? Al Sharpton has said that all Greeks are homos. Al Sharpton has referred to white people as crackers. And then Al Sharpton has the nerve to say he's leading a boycott. I'm going to lead a boycott against Rush Limbaugh. He's going to lead a boycott against Rush Limbaugh. The unbelievable nerve. This would be like Adolf Hitler leading a boycott against somebody because he alleges that they're racist or that they're prejudiced. This is like Hitler claiming someone else's prejudice and he's going to lead a boycott against them. I mean, it is so unbelievably obscene what's going on here. Barack Hussein Obama, the left-wing news media, the Democrat Party, MSNBC, the New York Times, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, PBS, all of them lying, cheating, anti-white, anti-Semitic hypocrites, the scum of the earth. And yes, by the way, they're anti-white and anti-Semitic, even though they have whites and Jews, self-hating whites and self-hating Jews that work for them, they're still anti-white and anti-Semitic. Because they invite and embrace the worst racists and anti-Semites to come on their program to preach hatred against whites in general and Jews in particular. I don't care if there are crazy whites and crazy Jews that are willing to support that type of activity. That means they're self-hating, sick people, masochists and sick people who turn on their own. That's their problem. All racism is wrong and evil. All racism. The Klan and the Nazis are evil and wrong. And the Klan with a tan, which is Barack Hussein Obama, Al Sharpton, and Jesse Jackson, and those who preach anti-white and anti-Semitic hatred, the Klan with a tan is just as evil as the other Klan. They're both evil. Anyone who preaches hatred based upon race, anyone who hates people solely because of the color of their skin is evil. But it is not less evil for a black demagogue to be a hater than for a white demagogue to be a hater. There is no difference. And the time has come for an end to this vicious racial double standard, because the racial double standard is in itself racist and anti-Semitic. Boycotting Rush Limbaugh. The boycott should be by right-wing people. We on the right should be boycotting the left-wing news media and should be working to defeat Barack Hussein Obama for re-election this November. That is the priority. We need to have a right wing that does what the left is doing. We need to fight back. And if you agree with that, and if you want to spread the word and spread the truth, then join our historic forum. Let's work together to defeat Barack Hussein Obama this November. Let's work together against the left-wing news media. Let's work together to expose the phonies, the hypocrites, and the haters. Let's work together for a truly fair and colorblind society, a society based upon justice and righteousness for all. The link to join our forum is below. Hope to see you on the forum. And by the way, you don't have to be Jewish to join the JTF forum. About half of our members are not Jewish. Hope to see you on the forum. Shalom.